CML shit. This push your ink shit. Got you.
YouTube, it's your girl Bre'S, and I am back with another video for Bre'S book club. And yes, today I am finishing up the ending of sorry it took so long to get to this part, but I'm finishing the end of this book, Made for Love. I did a part 1 previously. Now this is the end, what happened in the end of the book. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. In the beginning of the last video I did, I was talking about how there was no no climax or nothing, no plot or nothing, what they was going through. They were just going with the flow. But as you continue to read the book, you see like what's going on, or who's going to try to destroy them, who's going to try and take away things from them and stuff like that. So yeah, the ending was kind of great. I mean, it was kind of bad, but then it got back good. Excuse me. So yeah, I kind of don't remember where I left off. I think I said that their mom was trying to get to them. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start off from right here. I'm trying to remember because I'm really on a new book. I'm gonna start that video in a little bit after this one. But okay, at the end of this book, Maddie tells Mac about how her name became so good, like so bad in the town Island, because when they was going to high school, she rejected somebody. She rejected somebody, like she didn't want to sleep with them or anything, so she rejected him. And by that guy getting rejected, he made the whole football team tell around the school that they all of them slept with her. So I guess that's how her name became tramp around the whole island, that the football team told everybody that she slept with the whole football team, which it wasn't true. It was a rumor. But Mac, which he learns that one of the football players who did this was his brother. So he made his brother, he called, okay, I'm kind of like all over the place. He found out who did it. It was his brother mixed with somebody he knew when they was going to school. So he took it upon himself to go call him and ask his brother, like, what was the problem? Why did you do this? You guys messed up this girl's life, and she lived like this all her life. And then they're trying to say, how? It was high school. How did that ruin her life now? Well, you see, how? Because the whole island thought she was this person who she wasn't. So that's how it kind of like messed up her life, and he was mad about it. So he made his brother call up everybody who was on that football team and write an apology letter in the newspaper. Yeah, he did that. He made them write an apology letter to her in the newspaper. And the guy who got rejected, he went to go see him and see if it was true or not, which it was. He ended up still making bad comments about her, like calling her names and stuff, and Mac ended up stalking him. He ended up, stalking him and making him apologize too. So, this is where he's at the house with Maddie, and he's still helping her out and stuff. And the mom comes like, what are you doing? Why are you here? You're supposed to be at home. Why are you still with her and doing this and doing that? And you're not supposed to. And he pretty much shoot her off, told her, I'm a grown man, I could do what I want to do. If this is what I want to do, love got me tangled up in all this, so I'm going to stick to where my heart belongs. So that's where the mom stopped caring, like, oh, I see my son's in love and it's not true and all that kind of. No, actually that's not where. She just left it alone, said, okay, I see my son's love. And then the town's newspaper comes out, and he thought he had a week or so to tell her, but he never did. And Maddie told him, if you ever lied to me, or if you ever keep things from me, that's a deal breaker. Like, we'll have to break up. I don't like being lied to or keeping secrets from me. And he said, okay, but he never told her about how he made the guys apologize to her in the town's newsletter. So he thought he had like an extra 2 weeks left, but the newsstand ended up releasing it early, and she seen it without him telling her. So she got like all mad and stuff. Even the mom was mad, like, why he didn't tell them that this is what really happened, and this is what made people call her that, and why the mom and the dad was upset, saying, why you didn't tell me my other son was involved in this kind of stuff. And the mom was really hurt, saying, this is why I feel this way about this person, because people were saying it, but it's not true. Now I know I feel really bad because I was talking about her, saying this kind of stuff about her, and it wasn't true. So she feels bad. And yeah. So, excuse me. So, Maddie doesn't, how do you say? She didn't like that. She didn't like that he was keeping stuff from her, so she broke up with him. It was so sad. That part of the book was sad. They stopped talking for weeks, and she was crying. The little baby, her little baby Thomas, was calling him dad and stuff, like dada and stuff, and wanted to go to him, but she wasn't having it. She told him to go get his stuff and leave. And remember, I told you that. So this is the climax. She's mad over a dang newsletter. I mean, I see where she's coming from. I don't see where she's coming from, because I wouldn't be mad. You make the people apologize to me, but you should have told her. But he didn't tell her. So I see where she's mad, but then I don't see where she's mad. So yeah. And then in the beginning of the book, when they start talking, she asked him, did you have somebody else in Miami? Like, or did you have another girlfriend or everything? And he told her that was over. That didn't mean nothing to him, and it been over before he left. That's what he told her. So check this out. They weren't talking for a while. It's been like a couple of weeks past. They still weren't talking or all that. He was sad. He was very sad. She was very sad. But she gets a call from where she works to the main office. She gets a call knowing that his mom offered her a job in higher maintenance and stuff. So she was like dependent on to take it. And then his mom apologized, saying that she didn't see the newsletters either, and she didn't mean to treat her like that or nothing like that. And she should really talk to Matt, because he's really sad, and she should go talk to him. His mom was telling her, go talk to him, go make him happy again. And as soon as she said, okay, I think it's time to go talk to him and make things right, this girl goes and looks for him, and it's another thing. His assistant is back. The girl he used to talk to is back, bringing him his mail and seeing what's taking him so long to come back to Miami. She is back and ready. So she comes up running and jumps in his arms and kisses him. And from her leaving his mom's office to come talk to him, she's seen that happen. She's seen his assistant jump in his arm and kiss him, and she was so sad. She was sad until, I forgot a part too. What happened with the baby's real dad? The baby's real dad, he didn't want that. He came back too. He came back. And he found Thomas and Mac in the dining room where they always go out to eat and stuff, and he found him there. And he said he came to confront him and said, it took me 30 minutes to figure out that you weren't really married to her, and people around town told me that you just started talking to her a couple of weeks ago, so it doesn't take obvious math to know that that's not your baby. So he figured it out that was his baby, but then the thing that he really wanted from them was to sign his rights over. This man didn't even want to know his son. This man was saying, it's better if he doesn't come for my money. I didn't want her. He pretty much said, I didn't want her coming for my money. I didn't want her bringing this baby to me, talk about money. She wasn't even worried about that. She didn't even want the man's money. She was worried about him taking the baby away from her. The man wasn't even trying to take the baby. He just wanted to make sure he wasn't coming for his money. So yeah, that's what happened. They talked, and Max said, the only way you'll be out this baby's life if you sign your rights over to me, so he can adopt him. And that's what he did. Another thing he didn't tell this girl about, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't mad about that. But yeah, that's another thing he did without telling her. So long story short, she seen him kissing the lady. He wasn't feeling it. He said, I've been broke up with you. Why are you coming back here? But she brought him his mail. Good thing she came, because she brought him his mail, which the mail conceived of the baby's dad, Thomas, the baby's dad. He signed over his rights. He gave the papers to him. Yeah, if that makes sense. She brought the papers that contained the dad signing over his rights. That's what she brought. But then he goes home back to his mom's house, because that's where he was staying for a couple of weeks while they were broke up. He goes home, has dinner, and his mom was like, oh, Max, something exciting happened? She's thinking he talked to Maddie and they fixed everything. And she said, what'd she say? She's like, oh, did anything exciting happen today? His dad was saying, oh yeah, his assistant came. That's what's exciting was happening. His assistant came to come see him. And his mom was like, oh my God, was this around 2 o'clock? When did this happen? When did she come? And the dad's like, yeah, somewhere around that time. and she did come with a how do you say, opens arms, welcoming, jumping and kissing and stuff. And the mom was like, oh my God, did you talk to Maddie? And he was like, what about Maddie? I never talked to her, I never seen her. And she said, well, she was supposed to come talk to you down by the marina today around that time. And then he jumped from the table and said, I hope she didn't see that, kissing session. And she didn't see it. So he goes, runs, leaves the table, gets in the car, go to her house and explains everything what happened, and of course she's understanding. She knows what happened. She finds out what happens and says, well, I do love you, you love me, so love conquers all. So they ended up being together, and he ended up taking her and the baby to where he bought them this nice house. Well, in the book it says it's a nice house. And he ends up showing her that they met with Thomas's dad, and she was going to get mad again, but she was just so scared. And he told her that he signed over his rights, so now we can live happy ever after. He adopted the baby, and yeah, that's about it. In this short little book, it was a little bit of problems, not much. I'm used to books that have like a long climax. Yeah, I'm used to bad things happening and never getting back together and stuff like that, but not so much bad things happened, and they ended up getting together and living happily ever after. So yeah, if you ever read this book, Made for Love by Marie Force, please comment down below what you guys think of this book, and if I missed anything, if I missed any little details, please feel free to comment them and what happened, correct me, and if you love me doing these kind of things, encourage me to still do it. Yeah. That's all I got to say. So yeah, I'll be back with another video on the new book I've started. It's called, well, that'll be in the next video. But yeah, that was the end of this book. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe and give me a comment down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah.